So would I move to Japan away from Taiwan? Good question, I'm glad you asked. In order to find out, I flew to Japan and checked it out for a bit. I went to the city in Tokyo to see what big city is like, and then I went to the countryside. I went to Fukushima to see my old buddy James, just to see, you know, what the differences are. What's up, my guy?
How you doing? Good to see you, bud.
Good to see you. Hey, thanks for picking me up, man.
No worries. Welcome to Fukushima. Can you breathe the radiation? Is it feeling tingly? Your skin's starting to feel a little itch?
It's fresh air, man. Is this your Lamborghini? Like what? Yeah, boy! Yeah. Like lifted suspension on this thing or something? What? Dude, this is sick. It's got drum brakes in the back.
Yeah, man, 660cc.
Get the fuck out of here. It's got a motor. Dude, my motorcycle's 500cc.
Yeah, man, 660cc, turbo, manual, four-wheel drive.
Oh, dude, I'm so jealous. That's sick. Oh, dude, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man.
Feels like it was just yesterday you were in the Taiwan.
Just 1 year ago.
Yeah.
I want to go back, and like especially since like my local airport flies to Taiwan now.
What's this do? You call this a K car?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, every car with the yellow license plates is a K car.
Is that a Toyota Crown hatch?
That is a Crown. That is a Crown.
That is amazing, dude. I would pay big bucks for that. That's sick.
Are you hungry?
I could eat. That guy's driving a Hummer H3 in Japan. This guy's got a sick Subaru STI with the Subaru gold and blue.
And the electric's off.
Can you walk me through what I'm about to experience here? What is this?
This is Shirokara ramen. I've only eaten it once before myself, but this is a special ramen for this area. People are quite proud of it, and people actually travel to eat this ramen.
A special ramen.
Yeah.
After that dinner, James took me to a festival where it was really cool. I mean, this is quintessential countryside living, where you have all kinds of people coming to this little town which has like no one in it, but once a year it is packed full of people that come see this festival, and they're all wearing their traditional garb. It's really cool to see. It's not something you really see in Taiwan that often. People don't wear traditional clothes as often as they seem to do in Japan. So you're telling me off camera that this is where Ultraman guy is from?
That's exactly right, yeah. The guy that came up with Ultraman, yeah, he's from here. So the town's got all of these statues. This is actually really new.
This thing here?
Yep. This is Ultraman bursting out of the rock thing there.
Where are you taking me? Why is everyone dressed up in their fancy old... Are these kimonos?
These are actually yukata. These are summer kimonos.
Weeb.
They're thinner versions of kimonos.
Okay, so like for summer, okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Which god are we gonna go worship?
We are gonna go worship the god of fireworks.
Okay, for people who don't understand British sarcasm, that's not real.
Maybe there's a god of fireworks, I don't know about it.
Yeah.
But we're just going to a fireworks festival. It's the biggest one in Fukushima. As you can see, it's pretty popular. Lots of people from all over Fukushima.
How long has this been going on for, do you know?
I actually have no idea. As long as my wife has been around, which is 37 years, so she used to come here as a child. So as long as that, at least.
Okay. Well, thanks for taking me, man. It's pretty cool that I just showed up on the same day as this thing. Now this felt truly special. I thought this was like a really cool occasion. It's something I really wasn't used to until we saw the most embarrassing thing on my entire trip in Japan. And he's hammered. Look at this guy.
A Japanese guy with a wet brick on his face.
Thank you everyone to join us. Thank you very much. Hello, my friend.
That guy's so drunk.
Oh god.
How does that guy find himself in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, like he got
blitzed.
Yeah.
I drank a lot,
Yeah.
but there is no way you could convince me to do that.
On your own. I didn't see anyone.
Yeah, have you ever been that drunk? Yeah. Dude, this is worse than Pongjian Night Market. Look how much you stick out. You're so tall. You know what's really funny about this though, at least that I think is funny, is that we're celebrating absolutely nothing.
I'd say there may well be a reason, it's just that me and my wife have no idea what it is.
Now, to be honest with you, fireworks are never as impressive on video as they are in real life. But I was really blown away by these fireworks. I've never seen something like this in my life, and I think it's because companies sponsor these fireworks, and so they try and outmatch each other with bigger and bigger budgets. It's a heart. Wow.
That's impressive. You gotta hand it to them. They know how to put up. Who sponsored that one, man? Damn.
Until the very end, when they literally light up the night sky with the biggest fireworks I've ever seen. It was really cool. And after that, we walked through literally pitch black darkness to find a nice restaurant.
Said this is like a half Japanese food, half Western.
Yeah, so this is what they kind of call a family restaurant. It's a whole variety of dishes. I guess the idea is that there's something for everyone.
This is one really cool thing about Japan, where Western food is often Japanese Western food, whereas here in Taiwan, the Western food is pretty close to what you get in the West. Obviously, it's not exact. I do really like how in Taiwan there's a really nice variety of foods you can get. They have a lot of international cuisine here. Taiwanese people are very proud of their food, but they also really like to eat foods from other countries, and so that's one point of Taiwan, where you get a lot of variety in the food, whereas in Japan, it's not so varied. The food's still good though.
Cheers, babe.
Thanks.
Frog in the restaurant. Look how small he is.
Cute.
Hey, so one question that everyone is gonna ask me in the comments, I know it's coming, be about that whole nuclear power plant leak thing with the tsunami, and everyone wants to know like how you put up with that and blah 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 blah. So like, how do you see the whole situation, just to like ease people's minds, because I'm definitely gonna get that question.
So I'm not going to argue with anybody about anything, but what I will say is that there are like 3 million plus people living here, investments being made all the time. Do I believe that the government would lie to us? Yes, of course I do. But do I think that businesses and investments would waste their money in a place that's like, you know, contaminated and dying? No, I don't. In 10 years, will we all have cancer? We'll wait and see. But I don't think so.
The next day, James took me to the weirdest place I've probably ever seen.
British Hills. So give me a quick brief rundown of what even is this.
It's a combination of things. It's a hotel. If you wanted to come and stay here as a private guest, you could. But
Okay.
what they mostly cater to is schools. They mostly cater to schools coming here for 2 or 3 days, doing English lessons, doing fun activities. And the whole thing is to not really teach them a whole great deal of English, but to get them interested in English. And it's completely like English immersion. They can use English everywhere they go.
Sure, so you're supposed to walk around here and feel like you're in England, basically.
Exactly that. But I'll show you some real buildings that were built in the UK first, and then taken apart and put back together here.
No way!
Yep.
Dude, that is, how much money does this guy have? That's unnecessary.
It's a real British building. That was in the UK first, and then taken apart and brought here.
That's insane, it looks like a country pub.
Yeah.
And it's even got the red telephone booth.
Yep. Yeah, again, another real telephone booth. People went around and they were like, I want that. And they'd buy it and then they ship it over. They're kept remarkably well. Really look after them. It costs a lot of money, right? These are all like, you know, old style Tudor Victorian houses with big oak frames, so they take a lot of maintenance.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah.
Proper British. This is nicer than England.
It is, yeah. Lots of people will come and say, is this what England's like? I'm like, yes.
Exactly. I lived in a house just like this. That was my bedroom.
Yeah.
So it's all imported from England.
All imported from England. All imported from England, yeah.
God.
Yeah. Chandeliers from Paris.
I have to hand it to them. You do step out of Japan when you come in here. Crazy.
Yeah.
Is that your dad?
If my dad was Sir Christopher Wren, yes.
Jeez, dude, I bet you the Queen come stay here.
How they wish.
So this is where you worked, huh? Most people in Taiwan are stuck in Boosie Bends. You're here in friggin' Westminster Castle or whatever. Oh wow, they got a bear on that bed, dog. That's not real.
It is real.
Shut your mouth. That's not a real bear.
I promise it is. Actually, it's real.
That's a real ass bear, dude. I know because I rode these to school as a child.
Yeah, bro.
Looks like that's where they shot it. Just kidding, it probably just ripped.
This place employs a lot of foreigners in Fukushima. I don't know if I could see myself working in a place like that. I've worked in kindergartens in Taiwan my entire time I've been here, and I really like that kind of job. I don't know how I would feel working in a place like that, but it was fun to check out. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
So when I first showed up to Tokyo, Andre took me to the Hub, a British pub, and then I show up to Fukushima, and now you've taken me
To another British pub.
What is up with Japan? And it is a proper looking fish and chips, I'll give them that.
Yeah, the only thing, the chips thing,
No, they're supposed to be like wedges, right?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
the fish looks quite good.
The fish, they've done really well, but this is like an actual British pub from Britain.
Yeah,
From
this
Britain.
does look like a country pub.
Yeah, this
you
is
know?
not quite the hub in Tokyo.
No, this is more legitimate. I got myself some bangers and mash, and that looks great. Look at the height on that. God dang.
But I really wanted to go see some Japanese countryside nature, and James did not disappoint.
Oh, wow. Do you get monkeys down here?
Yes, we do get one, but not very often.
They're everywhere in Taiwan. They'll steal your shit. They're fucking annoying.
Yeah, for like Western people, not knowing how to swim is just like ridiculous. Everybody knows how to swim. I was talking to this girl the other week. She said she really likes scuba diving. I said, okay, you must be really good at swimming. She goes, no, I don't know how to swim. That's a prerequisite to scuba diving. I'm sure it is.
Really integral part.
But in Taiwan, scuba diving and swimming, I guess, are two different activities. So you know how to scuba dive, but you don't know how to swim.
Yeah, man, it's nice here, dude. And the water's so clean. Look at that. Wow, look how clean that is.
So this is all Japanese cedar in like February, March time. Pollinates, and those trees are like brown with pollen, and they shake in it, and you can see clouds of pollen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and people just fall to bits. Everybody's just crying, and like noses are running and stuff.
This is a Japanese 7. Looks just like a Taiwanese one. Gongcha. Gongcha is a very famous tea shop from Taiwan.
No freaking way.
Yeah.
That's
They do milk tea.
so new.
What is it? Sake?
This is sake.
A whole sake section.
Rich.
A one cup. Except ours has galliang in it, and it tastes, well, you know firsthand. You had the galliang.
Yeah, I can't pretend. Very nice cultural experience. This is Taiwan something.
Oh, it's kanji. It's kanji. You know, the other weird thing, like in the Japanese 7-Eleven, is that you never touch anything. You never give them cash. It's all machined.
Yes. Yeah, that, to be fair, is fairly recent.
Naughty magazines?
Like magazines at eye level here.
This is close. You're taking me to a temple. Oh, man, I'm going to be in great shape by the time I leave here. Oh my god, why am I so out of breath after that? That's pathetic. Is this also your character from Mountain?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah. And there's so many dragonflies here. Good timing, huh?
Certainly was, yeah, look at that. Like,
Wow. That's probably coming right out of a nuclear reactor.
that's exactly right.
It's just a uranium rainbow right there, dude. James is just showing me around his local town. This is the biggest city in Fukushima Prefecture. And I looked at this ramen shop and it's magic. Everything in Japan is magic. Just saw a car accident. That's a shame. Did they just drive away like it was nothing? In Taiwan, they can't move the car. So let's say, for example, that happened in Taiwan, that car would be blocking that lane of traffic, and they call the police because the insurance has to get involved for the minor fender you've ever seen. And they have to stop. So that's why I was surprised when he was moving his car, because you can't do that in Taiwan.
So, would I go and move to Japan? Probably not, just because I'm too comfortable here in Taiwan. And a lot of Taiwanese people that have traveled abroad or lived abroad will tell you this. They don't really appreciate Taiwan until they've left. As soon as I leave Taiwan to go anywhere, I really start to miss a lot of the conveniences and the way your life is here in Taiwan. It's just so easy to live here. If you can make a decent salary, living in Taiwan is just so convenient. Everything is just right there at your fingertips, whatever you need. It's built on convenience. And not to mention that Taiwanese people are really friendly, really nice. Every time I go out in Taiwan, I notice that I'm actually speaking to Taiwanese people. It's not weird that I'm a foreigner and they are local Taiwanese people, whereas in Japan, it is weird. There's a very, very real and obvious separation between foreigner and Japanese. Whereas in Taiwan, yeah, there's a separation for sure, but it's not as noticeable, or you don't feel it as much here in Taiwan. And I find it way easier to have local friends in Taiwan than I think I would in Japan. And you hear this a lot from people that go there. They feel a little bit alienated or lonely, or it's difficult for them to fit in with the local population. Whereas in Taiwan, it's much, much easier. I'm just too comfortable in Taiwan, and the longer I stay here, the more I like it. I used to complain about Taiwan a lot when I first moved here. I still do my fair share of complaining, but I tend to like it more, especially when I leave and then I come back and I realize just how much I like life here. So, short answer, I don't think I'll be moving to Japan. I am too lazy to learn Japanese. I'm too introverted to really fit into that society, and I've grown to like Taiwan too much. But with all that said and done, if you feel like I've earned it, I would love a subscribe from you. It would really help out my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. So yeah, stay positive, keep your stick on the ice, and I'll catch you guys next week for another video.